Yo, ladies and gents, boys and girls, Friday, what's going on? Friday, May the 21st, 2021. Hope you're all doing well. The scythe has entered the chat. What's up? Friday, TGIF. Beautiful Friday in the city. We've had a productive Friday to this point. Very excited to chat with you all. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Guys, hope you are all doing well on this Friday. I already see Todd Smith, Elizabeth Ballard, Travie, Jacob Rogers, Tanner Land, Josh, Brendan M. What's going on? Hope you guys are all doing well. Got a lot to get into. Obviously, talking last night's baseball game. We got a great podcast to drop this morning, talking everything Gamecocks football. We had a great conversation and interview this morning. Got a lot to get into. Again, taking your questions, your comments, and calls. Before we get into all that, guys, I do want to take about our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys, young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies, but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. They actually each left to start their own law firm because, as I've said before, they understand you are a human being with real problems. You're not just a line item. You're not just another number. They left to start a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. They're going to know who you are and, again, treat you like a client and not like a number. Guys, they handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself, especially when you're in this situation. It's stressful, it's strenuous. That is the last thing you need to be worried about. Let the experts at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you guys. They use the latest technology to make representation, efficient yet effective. Again, let them handle it for you guys. You don't pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia. Curtis is in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. Guys, they also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. You have nothing to lose, guys. You can give them a call today in Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in Somerville, 843-388-3368. Or, guys, their one-stop shop, of course, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information, guys. Again, Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. What is up? 843-790-3377. Guys, hope you're all doing well, taking your questions, comments, calls, everything else here on this Friday. Again, Travis says, what's up, Chris and Gamecock Nation? Bounce back Friday. This team has shown resilience all year. Nothing has changed that. Let's have ourselves a Friday. Indeed, I agree. Todd Smith says, what's up, Chris? Let's go Gamecocks. Rowdy Roosters getting a big plug on SEC Network last night. And they even used your name, Chris. Todd, I appreciate that. Yeah, we actually just posted the clip of that. My guy, Birch Antley, man, I always appreciate him showing love to the Rowdy Roosters. And now it's awesome stuff, man. It's awesome stuff. I can't wait to see a bunch of Rowdy Roosters out there tonight, man. I'm thinking the crowd is going to be really, really good tonight. Last night, I kind of expected what we saw from the crowd last night. You only had 4,000 people there, but it was a Thursday night, and you gave a 2 days heads up for people to buy tickets and get in the ballpark. And so I totally understand why it wasn't sold out, but I'm expecting a really, really big crowd out there tonight for sure. Elizabeth Ballard, what's up? Happy Friday. Jacob Rogers says, need to get this W. So wish I could be there, but stuck working. Ready for the weekend. Josh Reichley, those Rowdy Roosters sounded awesome in the Parker, the radio waves last night. Good guys taking the next two to win the series. Watch and see. Hey, feel good. Like Brendan M says, I feel good with Brett Carey on the mound. So you got to feel good with Brett Carey. One bad inning just really cost you. You just had one bad inning. And like I said last night after the game, and I'll say it yet again, in this league, this conference, especially in game one, you live and die by your guy on the bump, man. And if he don't have it, he just don't have it. You know what I mean? If he don't have it, you're kind of shit out of luck. You know what I mean? So, wasn't Brandon's was not Brandon's best outing last night. He'll bounce back from it. He'll be better, but just kind of is what it is. Elizabeth Ballard says the hat is fire. I appreciate it. So, Elizabeth, these guys actually sent me this hat like almost 2 years ago to the date, and I just never wear it. And I kind of just found it in the back of my closet. And I'm like, I like, because I'm not a huge trucker hat guy. I'll be totally honest with you. Like, I like them, but I'm not like some people, like, that's all they wear. This hat is so comfortable, though. Like, I forgot how comfy this hat is. This is insane. So shout out the Living Easy guys, man. Shout out the Living. They got some really, really good stuff, really good products. Jonah says, do you think they waited too long to pull him last night? Seems like he stayed in about 3 batters too long. And listen, that's a fair argument, Jonah. I see it from both sides in the sense of should they have pulled him? Sure, he was getting hit around. He was getting tatted, whatever. I mean, I also see it from the side of, hey, it's Friday night, or not Friday, Thursday night. It's game 1, though. And you're trying to not burn your entire bullpen in game 1 of the series. You got 2 more games to play. You need your game 1 guy to give you 5 or 6 innings. You really do. Because the last thing you want to do is throw 6 or 7 guys in game 1, and all of a sudden you go into Saturday and Sunday, your guys are all burnt. So I see it both ways. I see both sides. But they made the decision to stick it out with him, and it didn't pay off, bottom line. So it's unfortunate. Brian Welch says, I was torn last night watching the Braves face Will Crowe. He had a damn good outing, though. 5 innings pitched, 7 Ks, hit 96 miles an hour, and struck out Acuna and Freeman. Yeah, Will's an awesome dude, man. Great, glad to see him doing well. Joshua Jenkins wasn't even a bad game last night besides the 4th. Yeah, just 1 inning killed you, man. We've been tough on the bats all year, and it's fair. It's fair how tough we've been. But on a Friday night in the SEC, I keep saying a Friday night. You guys know what I mean. A game 1 in the SEC. You got to have your guys on the mound step up, man. And you just didn't get enough, bottom line. You didn't get enough. So Tommy Wallace says, I thought last night's loss wasn't all on the starting pitching. Coach has some responsibility to pull him sooner. We need to play and coach these games as if it's for the title, but I see and believe we have what it takes to win. This series is very winnable. Listen, Tommy, it's a fair argument. I understand what you're saying. I get where Skylar Meade was coming from. You want to believe your guy's going to get you out of it and turn it around. And, you also don't want to, you want to get more than 3 2/3 out of your starting pitcher in a game 1. But, he didn't have it. He just didn't have it, bottom line. He didn't have it. Brandon M. says, great that Gilreath was able to stay in as long as he did. Yeah, that was huge. That was a great outing by John. Eating up those innings. You had Pete come in and face, 1 guy. But, no, that was a fantastic outing by John Gilreath, and it definitely helps us out now going into game 2 tonight. You got everybody ready to go. You got your best arms available. So, hopefully Brett Carey does Brett Carey things. I think he will. And, you'd love to see this team come out, swing it early and often. It'll be a packed house, I think. And expecting a really, really good turnout. And it should be a fun night at Founders. I mean, like I said, it's a very winnable series. I mean, I'm not, I don't feel like I'm telling you guys anything you didn't see last night. I think it's a very winnable series. Yes, Tennessee's a very, very good ball club. Give them credit. But I think it's a very winnable series still, man. But you got to win tonight. That's obvious. You got to win tonight. So you need the best version of Brett Carey. And like I said, I'd love to see the bats get going early. I'd like to see the bats get going early, man. This makes such a difference when your guy can pitch with a lead. But I hate to pile it all on Brandon Jordan. and put it all on him. But again, man, it's just you look across this league, man, you live and die with your game 1 guy and how he performs. And when he gives up 7 earned runs, you don't have much of a chance. You just simply do not have much of a chance. Let's see. Tanner Land says, I seen your post-game comments from last night. Let the haters be your motivators and keep it the good work. No, there were a lot of haters. I mean, there was one guy. Listen, I like the banter. I like going back and forth. People want me to come out after every game we lose and say, fire the head coach. And I guess I get why people would think maybe they want me to be that guy because I've been vocal about when Muschamp. But, dude, I like Kingston. I like Meade. I like this staff. Like, baseball is not a game. Listen, you're going to win a third of the games you play. You're going to lose a third, too. You're going to lose a third. You cannot say fire the coach after every game in baseball. It doesn't work like that. If after the season's over, you want to look at the body of work and argue that, fine, do your thing. But you can't say that game after game after game. It gets so old. And especially, guys, when we've seen early in the season, when South Carolina has lost game 1 and then come back to win the series, like you make yourself look so foolish after game 1. You're saying, fire the head coach, fire Kingston. And then we come back and win the series. It's like, you still want him fired? Let it play out. You know what I mean? You win tonight, all of a sudden, Saturday, who knows, right, with Thomas Farr on the bump. So who knows? Who knows? Joshua Jenkins, I'm guessing there will be more people tonight. I would think so. Yeah, like I said, a Friday night instead of a Thursday. People have had more time to get their tickets and get situated and everything. I think there will be more people. I think there will. I'd be a little surprised if there's not. So, well, I know my friend Dirt's coming into town. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. The phone lines are open here on a Friday. I will double check and make sure. They should be open, though. Yeah, phone lines are open on a Friday, 843-790-3377. Jacob Rogers, I'll give you this. You definitely know about baseball and losing and winning. This isn't basketball or football. You're going to take some L's no matter what. No matter what. The best team in baseball is going to take L's. They do take L's. Bottom line. You win a third of the games you play. You lose a third of the games you play. It's what do you do with that other third? That's the difference in baseball. You're going to lose a third of the games you play. Period. The game is too random. Round ball, round bat. It's going to happen. So, Jacob, let's see. Tommy Wallace says Kip on the broadcast was spot on calling the pitches and what's coming. He should have been on our bench last night. Christopher Miller, I would guess probably about 6,000 at Founders Park tonight. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd love to see this packed again. I'll tell you this, by the way. I don't know if anybody in the chat actually went to the game last night, but I will say it was and I didn't even think about it till like just now, but man, it was really nice to go to a game and not have to wear a mask. God, that was nice. Not even have to bring one. Didn't even have to bring one to the yard. That was a good time. Justin Warren says, if we win tonight, I'm getting the Scythe baseball mold as well for the Saturday game. I like our chances for sure. Best believe if we win tonight, then Saturday's game will be sold out. Yeah, indeed. I've got 4 tickets to the game, by the way. 4 GA tickets if you know anybody that needs them. Yeah, I'm going to let them. I think I'm going to let we're going to let the Omaha cut breathe tonight. I wore a hat last night. We're going to let it breathe tonight. So see what happens. Savannah Webster, it looked packed. I mean, listen, behind the plate, like directly, and I was standing behind the plate, pretty filled in there, but outside of that, it was kind of normal. I mean, you had 4,000 people. Like I said, a Thursday night, I think you will see a better crowd tonight. I think you'll see a better crowd. Brendan M says, ready to be at the park Saturday. Yeah, I'll be there, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'll be looking a lot more forward to it as long as we win tonight. So I will be looking much more forward to it if we can get the dub tonight. No question. No question. By the way, guys, I want to throw this out there. Great convo. Great interview that we had this morning, that I had this morning. And it will probably be dropping. I'm trying to think. Probably sometime next week, I would say. In the next 2 weeks, whatever. Tommy Beecher. Talked to him this morning, and I'll tell you guys this. I'll give you a little nugget, but you're going to have to wait until the actual convo, the actual podcast, for the full story. He actually gave me the story on the Garcia keying the car thing and actually what happened. So, and I'll just leave it at that. Very, very fun stuff. Very fun stuff from Tommy Beecher. Great conversation with him. Like I said, that'll drop over the next week and a half, 2 weeks or so. We got a lot of conversations, a lot of interviews upcoming for you guys. Courtney Washington, what's up? She says, Tennessee is a good team. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Joshua Jenkins says, good to see the rally towels. Yeah, that was cool. Towels at a baseball game. Love it. Ryan Clark says, I don't see us winning the series. If we win one, that'll be cool. I'm planning on seeing them up here in North Carolina and Gastonia. I guess our pitchers are allowed to have a bad outing, but this team just doesn't seem to be able to put it all together. I'd like to be wrong, but just don't see it. Go Cox. Well, Ryan, we'll see. That's why they play 3 games. So I think, Ryan, you just selfishly want South Carolina to have to go to Gastonia. Let me also be a word of caution to you, Ryan. Even if South Carolina does not host and Charlotte is the regional host, they might play the series in Columbia either way. They might designate Founders Park as the host site. because I just, all due respect, would you rather host a regional in Gastonia or Columbia? I think maybe I'm selfishly saying this too, but I'd have to say Columbia. I don't know. Whatever. Cody Gaskins, that pitcher was throwing some gas last night. Yeah, listen, Tennessee's guy was good. There's no question. Was he great? No, but he was good. There's no doubt. There's a reason he's the number one guy at Tennessee, who's a 41-win ball club. Like, they're really, really good. They are really, really good. So we didn't lose to a scrub last night. That is for sure. But, you got to bounce back tonight, man. You got to get a dub. You cannot go into Saturday down 0-2. You just cannot do it. You cannot do it. Got to find a way to get the win tonight. Somebody text in, appreciate the content, man. Thank you. They also say, who do you want to see close tonight? God, I hope it's 10-0 and freaking Jared Bennett can close. No, if you're in that situation, I'd probably say Will Sanders. Either Sanders or Bosnick, one of the two. Probably Sanders, though. Bring in the big power righty. I think I'd feel most comfortable in that situation. So, again, guys, 843-790-3377. Quick reminder, guys, podcast that dropped this morning, episode 448. Really, really good stuff. CollegeFootballNews.com has always been one of my favorite outlets when it comes to breaking down college football, giving predictions, breakdowns, all that stuff. They dropped their 2021 South Carolina season preview a few weeks ago, breaking down offense, defense, win totals, key players, key game of the season, all that good stuff. So I figured it's never too early to talk Gamecocks football. So on this Friday, that's exactly what we did. I broke down their breakdown, their preview of South Carolina football, just kind of gave my thoughts and walked you guys through it. Really, really fun stuff. Really great conversation. And we're going to be doing that for the Athlon magazines, the Phil Steele magazines, my buddy over at Pick Six Previews, maybe even Lindy's, all that, you cannot get enough preseason content. You cannot get enough preseason coverage. And that's exactly, we're going to be breaking it all down for you guys. So again, check out the podcast that dropped today, episode 448. Really, really good stuff. If you're in the mood to listen to some Gamecocks football talk, that's what you'll get on today's podcast. Brian Bishop says, I will be there tonight. Looking forward to it, Brian. Hope to see you there. Jonah says, switching sports, how do you think the offensive line will perform this year? We have the backs, but they have to have somewhere to run. Well, run blocking, Jonah, wasn't an issue last year, and you returned 4 or 5 starters. So I think run blocking, you'll be totally fine. It's the pass blocking that needs to improve. And that's something actually we talked about on the podcast that dropped today. That's something they talked about in their preview. They said the key to a successful South Carolina season offensively in 2021 is the pass blocking. And I will say this, though, because you gave up, get this, guys, you gave up 27 sacks last year and 78 tackles for loss in 10 games. That is absurd. Now, with that being said, I think something that really, really hurt those numbers and hurt the offensive line's numbers was the lack of mobility that Colin Hill had. I think with Luke Doty sliding in at quarterback and being more mobile, obviously, I think that's going to help the numbers alone. But run blocking wasn't an issue. Hell, the stats speak to that. It's the pass blocking, those numbers, that have to improve drastically. So, no, I'm not worried about the – I think listen, anytime you have 4 or 5 starters returning on your offensive line, you feel pretty good about that. You feel pretty good about that offensive line. So, yeah, we'll see how they do, but I feel good about that unit going in the season. Is it the best offensive line in the SEC? I wouldn't say all that, but again, at least if nothing else, you've got some continuity there. At least you've got some continuity there. Ryan Clark says, on board with Columbia, selfishly want them in Gastonia because it's closer, but I'll be at whichever. I didn't realize Tennessee was number 4 in the country. Yeah, they're good. They're really good. Let's see. Joshua Jenkins in the 8th inning, that strikeout call on Wimmer ball was in other batter's box line on replay. Horrible call. Yeah, listen, I posted that in Kingston, the reaction and everything. So, yeah. Logan B. McDonald says, I'll be there too. Sounds good. Get the Rowdy Roosters in the building. I'll probably be rocking the Rowdy Roosters merch tonight, by the way. Ryan Clark, Did anyone see on Instagram the football coaches FaceTiming some of the players? Apparently it's some trend, but it's a good laugh. Check it out if you have time. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was content we love to see. Yeah, that was really, really funny stuff. Love that. Love that. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. Appreciate you all tuning in. Got a packed show. Lots to get into as the Gamecocks look to rebound. In tonight's game. Game 2 of the 3-game set. Game 2 of the 3-game set. By the way, guys, quick update that I feel like you guys will be pretty excited to hear. So, we have been talking about the TSUS tailgate, right? The TSUS tailgate that is going to be happening for football season. I think we have officially locked down where we are going to be doing it. Do you guys want to know? Are you curious? I'll tell you if you want to know. Let's see. On that note. Yes, Dusty Rose just tell us. Okay. So talked to my buddy last night. Thinking we're going to go in on it. I'm thinking Seawells, the Seawells parking lot. My buddy has actually had a tailgate there the last couple of years. Just kind of made sense. I talked to him, was like, hey man, we could, instead of me just doing it all myself, hey, you've had a tailgate spot. I'll buy a spot next to yours, whatever, and we'll set it up. And he's tailgated at Seawells. I've been at his tailgate. Seawells seems like a really, really fun spot. I know they have a blast. I've had a blast in there. And the thing I like about it, guys, it's, the fairgrounds are great and Gamecock Park is great. Don't get me wrong. But the thing about the Seawells lot, they don't have these strict, we only open up 5 hours before kickoff or whatever. So we'll be able to get in there early. We'll be able to get in there, set up, tailgate, be loud, do our pregame, postgame, all that good stuff. Because like I told you guys, the plan is to have a pregame show, like a college game day for South Carolina fans. That is going to be the plan. So I'm thinking, as of now, Seawells. Have you guys, are you familiar with Seawells? I feel like that's pretty common. It's right next to Jayco's. Jay's on the corner, as it's known now. It's right next to that, literally right next to it. Right across the street from the fairgrounds. It's right there. So that'll probably be the spot, guys. If you guys want to come out, of course, more details will be following on this. More details will be following. This is literally, we just had this conversation yesterday, but I'm thinking that's going to be the plan. That's going to be the move. So, So, it'll be a pretty simple setup. I'll probably have, the flag and everything, and I'll have a table and the MacBook and the mic, and we'll have the whole setup, man. We'll have the whole setup, and we're going to have, like I said, a pregame, postgame show. And those details will be to come. But yeah, really excited for that, man. Really excited. Really, really pumped for that. That's something I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time. And to have that set up and have those capabilities, I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. It's going to be a really, really good time. Jacob Rogers Seawells is awesome. We used to tailgate there a few years back. Definitely come through. Yeah, like I said, you guys will know exactly when we'll be out there, like when the tailgate's going to start, when I'm going to go live for the pregame show, all that good stuff. All that good stuff's going to be happening. So going to be hopping, going to be popping, going to be happening. So Brian Welch says, if you had Trey Dyson on the podcast yet? I actually did. I actually have. It was a while ago. I need to get him back on, but I had Trey on a couple years ago, believe it or not. Ryan Clark says, Seawells is always a good time. Nice location. This PGA Championship course down in Kiowa is playing tough. Glad to see SC on the map again. Yeah, I don't even have it on right now, so I should cut the tournament on. Lindsay Hagler says, we are good friends with the Seawells. Great spot. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, when I've tailgated there, we've had a really, really good time. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Jacob Rogers says, yeah, one of our former players that went pro pulls up right next to it in his RV and throws down. Can't remember his name. Great atmosphere. Yeah, no, like I said, I'd say it's a great spot, great venue. I've been to his tailgate many, many times, and they get rowdy. Let me just put it that way. These folks, they get rowdy. So I won't be getting quite as rowdy as them on game days because I have to keep it together. You know what I mean? But no, it'll be a great time. It'll be a great time. By the way, that's a great question I have. I know Rowdy Roosters has really taken off and been a thing during baseball season. I love it. Do you guys, and I'm sure I'll poll the fan base on this at some point, but do you guys feel like Rowdy Roosters is more of just a baseball thing? Or should we call our student section for all sports the Rowdy Roosters? What do you guys think? I don't care one way or another. I'm just curious, how did people think of the name? I mean, I think Rowdy Roosters could apply to everything, but I do understand if people feel it's very specific to baseball. So I'm curious, how do you guys feel about that Rowdy Roosters name? So I'm just trying to give the people what they want. That's why I even did the Rowdy Roosters thing. I was like, you know what? I literally looked at Tennessee. I was like, the Legends of Lindsey Nelson, their student section, they have a nickname. We got to have a nickname. So that's why I even kind of started pushing for it to begin with, and Rowdy Roosters just stuck. But I'm curious, do you guys think it would apply in like football and basketball, or is it simply just baseball? Either way, whatever. Like I said, I'm game. I'm down with it either way. If it makes sense that it's just baseball, then it makes sense. I get it. So again, guys, 843-790-3377. Before we go any further, I do want to tell you about our friends here at Flex Squad Fitness, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Flex Squad Fitness. And CJ Profit, the man behind it all, guys, he's been a certified personal trainer for 10 years. The reason he's so good at what he does, guys, is because he's been there. He's done that. He struggled with his own weight for many years until he eventually lost 85 pounds himself doing the exact same type of training that he currently does at the gym. And guys, at Flex Squad, they do one-on-one and small group training. Their program is a mix of strength, high-intensity interval training, and endurance training. The goal is to not only help people look great on the outside, but more importantly, make them stronger and more confident on the outside. Because, listen, again, he's been there. He's done that. He's gone through the struggle mentally, physically. He knows exactly what you're going through, and he's going to be there with you every single step of the way, putting together custom workout plans, nutrition plans, everything you guys need to be successful. Guys, the place changes people inside and out. You're not going to regret walking the door. You'll probably just wish that you did it sooner. And guys, right now, they are offering a free week for anyone who wants to try out their classes, or 2 free one-on-one sessions to see what they're all about. Or guys, if you go there right now, tell them Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. You are going to get your first month free. Again, it's a no-brainer if you're in Columbia, Chapin, or the state of South Carolina, and you're looking to start that fitness journey. Look no further than our friends at Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Again, that's Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. See, Josh says all sports. Jacob Rogers says, I love the Rowdy Roosters. Apply to all. We are cocky and loud and proud. Ryan Clark, all student sections. Have they ever had a name other than the student section? I mean, the Garnet Army was a thing for basketball for a second, but I don't think a name that's actually stuck, no. Phil Harris. Phil, what's up, man? How you doing? What's going on, Phil? 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. Gamecocks looking to bounce back here. Gamecocks looking to bounce back here. On a Friday night. Brian Welch says, I don't know how his schedule is anymore. I'm pretty sure he's helping Landon Powell at North Greenville. Yeah, he is at North Greenville for sure. John Kootlangus is another one to get in the pocket. Yeah, so I'm actually planning, man, going up to Greenville at some point and having like a round table with all those guys on it, because you got Landon Powell, Kootlangus, you got Trey Dyson, you got Matt Williams, tons of dudes up there, tons of people up there. Josh Reichley says the Rowdy Roosters will definitely stick for generations to come. Generations, Josh. I hope you're right. Cheers to that. And this is water in my cup, by the way, in case y'all were wondering. Not that y'all cared, but whatever. I told y'all, man, yesterday, pool content out the wazoo. I mean, dude, I just look at it this way. It is so hot. Like, why not cool off in the pool? You know what I mean? Like, it is so freaking hot. Might as well. Might as well. Josh's water, blah. Travis Burrell says, also my family is good friends with the Seawells. Gary's man. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the spot, man. Like I said, my buddy normally has 4 or 5 spots, and like I just talked to him yesterday and was like, you know what? Instead of me just putting it all on myself and trying to buy spots and everything, and I'm like, dude, like let me just post up at your tailgate. I mean, they have a really, really good time. They cook food. They have they have beer and stuff like that, and I'm not sitting here saying it's going to be a fully catered tailgate for, what I'm saying? Like we're a smaller operation starting out, but I'm sure there will be some food available, and I'll try to buy, I don't know, a couple cases of beer or something like that, or have the drinks flowing, whatever it may be. So, Elizabeth Ballard says, we had our pool installed Tuesday, and I cannot wait to get in. Indeed. I mean, you're going to need it. Elizabeth, you're going to need it. I mean, you know this. We all know this. You look at the weather today. Oh, what happened? Let's see. Today, where's the weekend? Give me the weekend weather. Here we go. I mean, it's not too bad this weekend, actually. High at 87 today, 89 tomorrow, but then we jump up to 94 on Sunday. Here we go. Let's get the 10-day. We jump up to 94 on Sunday. Then again, I wish Phil was here. Phil would melt. Monday 97, Tuesday 98, Wednesday 98, Thursday 96, Friday 94. Phil would literally melt. Josh tunes in. If you decide to open up the donations Ben has spoken about the other day, then just let me know, brothers. Yes, I mean, are you talking about for the tailgate, Josh, or for something else? Because the PayPal donation link is open. I haven't actually made that like an official, like, hey, taking donation for the tailgate, if that's what you're talking about, but that's always open. That link is actually on our website if you ever wanted to support. Also, super chat, super stickers. If you're watching this on YouTube, that is available for you guys there as well. If you want to support the business, be involved. Here's what I was actually thinking about, guys. And I'll ask you all this. I'll ask the people in this chat this. I have my flag and all that, right? I was thinking about making a banner, like the Spurs Up Show tailgate. You know what I mean? Like a legitimate banner. And what I was thinking about doing is this, because of course, you know, it takes money to do everything we do, to not just make content, but especially throwing events. And I mean, you guys know that. I know nobody likes to hear people talk about money, but it's just a fact of the matter. You guys understand how a business works. A business ain't business if there ain't money coming in and being spent and things happening, right? I thought about doing like making it like you see at tailgates, making a banner for the tailgate, the Spurs Up Show tailgate. And I was thinking about doing, hey, for people that, you know, hey, we're taking donations for the tailgate, right? Everybody that donates for the tailgate have their name up on the banner in some capacity. What do you guys think about that? and again, this is a very rough draft idea just off the top of my head, but having in some capacity people's names on the banner. I mean, obviously, of course, I'm planning on having a sponsor for the tailgate and all that, but what do you guys think? I mean, it give you guys a chance to be involved, make a contribution, have your name displayed, all that good stuff. Kind of like the founders of the tailgate, if you will. I don't know. It's just an idea, just something kind of rattling through my brain, something I got to iron out the details, and I got to figure that out soon, man, because I'm telling you, that's going to be here before we know it. You certainly don't want to wait last minute on those kind of things. Yeah, Josh, I'm going to post this again. This is actually the PayPal donation link if you're feeling so generous. Fred Jenkins, it's almost that time for me to get some more merch. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate it. Brandon Morris. Brandon Morris says they shouted you out on ESPN last night. Chris Phillips, Rowdy Roosters. Brandon, we actually just posted that clip, man. And my guy Birch Antley always showing love, man. I appreciate him bringing awareness to the Rowdy Roosters, man. That's really what I care about. So I love seeing that. Fred Jenkins, games are going to be lit. Don't let us win. It's really on with the Spurs Up merch. Can't wait. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate it, Fred. Seriously. Yeah, you see I'm rocking the Shane Storm tee today. Love this shirt. By the way, our merch is still at Rivals in Florence, South Carolina, by the way. If you want to slide out to Rivals, it's there. You can go get it in person. So, Elizabeth, I appreciate it. Elizabeth Ballard says the TSUS t-shirts are super soft and definitely worth it. I appreciate that, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. By the way, if you guys were wondering, so I always wonder, do people wonder why, the Yardcocks baseball shirt, why am I not wearing it? I have to get my own merch too, guys. I mean, again, I don't pay, and I pay the wholesale price, but I'm actually waiting on a lot of pieces in the mail. Yardcocks baseball and another ass-kicking chicken shirt, and I was hoping it'd be here in time for this series, but it should be in here in time for next week for the SEC tournament and everything, and of course the postseason and all that. So, let's see. Let's see. Brendan M., you should be getting your shirt soon because I just saw your order. Trying to check the shipping on mine. Departed USPS regional facility in Columbia this morning at 3:27 a.m. Is there a chance it comes in today? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Let's see. SEC Football 2. Good day to tie the series. You couldn't have put it any better, my friend. Brack, what's up? What's going on, Brack? Joshua Jenkins, has there ever been a team that has won baseball, football, and basketball national titles in the same year? All three? I doubt it. I think Florida did it in football and basketball. But I don't think I highly doubt all three. I highly, highly doubt all three. Phil, I got my Rowdy Roosters t-shirt on right now again. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. That's, dude, I'm telling you, man, one of my favorite things about the Daily Crow, and you know what's, one of my favorite things about this, we have really built a really tight-knit community. You know what I mean? Really tight-knit, which I love. You know what I mean? I feel like we've all gotten to know each other and we know each other. What's going to be so funny for all you guys, because again, I feel like if you're tuned in right now, in May during baseball season, if you're tuned in right now, you're like a legitimate ride or die, for, day one, you know what I'm saying? You're here for the long haul, right? You're not just casually tuning in, which I appreciate and love. It's going to be so funny when we're in the fall, because I expect there to be 100, 150, 200 people tuned in daily, especially during game week. And you guys are going to be sitting back we're the day ones, though. We're the day ones. All are welcome, of course, but it's really cool, man. Like the tight knit group we have here. So I appreciate y'all, man. This is beyond even what I hoped and dreamed for the Daily Crow when I first started. So I truly, truly do appreciate you guys. Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you, sir. Mike Jones with the super sticker. Again, super stickers and super chats available, doable on YouTube. Appreciate you, Mike Jones. This is for you, Mike Jones. Let's go, Mike. Why have I not downloaded that sound yet on my phone like I said I was going to? Appreciate it, Mike. Who? Mike Jones. Cody Gaskins, what's up? Tune in every day, he says. Every single podcast. Cody, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Seriously. Travis's true statement. These are the ride or dies. Yeah, I love it, man. These are truly, in my opinion, y'all are the ride or dies. Again, not everybody's tuned in to baseball season. Not everybody's tuned in after a game one loss. Not everybody's tuned in to hear about the midweek. This crew is, though. This crew is. So I appreciate y'all rocking with it, man. TSUS wouldn't be what it is. Certainly the Daily Crow wouldn't be what it is without you guys. So again, thank you all so much, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing for sure. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Again, 843-790-3377. Guys, love to take your questions, comments, calls as well. Like I said, guys, the content is rolling. The Daily Crow is rolling. The interviews are rolling. I'll give you guys an update on who we got. So right now I'm trying to schedule Chris Burke. I think we're going to chat on Sunday. Josh Pate, of which this is going to excite Brack, by the way. Brack, Josh Pate of 24/7 Sports and The Late Kick. He joined me. We had that conversation yesterday. That interview will drop, and that conversation will drop next week. Talked to Tommy Beecher this morning. So we got a lot of dope combos rolling, man. We got a lot of dope combos coming up for you guys. So very, very excited. And I appreciate, again, you guys love and support, because without it, these type of guests, I don't know if they would come on the airwave. So I appreciate y'all, man. It means the absolute world. Seriously. Joshua Jenkins, I know we kind of do what Texas A&M has a ball chant after pitcher throws 4 straight. If we get louder, ours would be just as good. And, I hate to be this guy. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or be negative or anything of the sort. But I'm like, you know how I feel about that? I'm like, dude, that's kind of A&M's thing. Like, let's do our own thing. I know it's funny and it's cool and it sounds cool, but I don't hate it. Listen, I'd rather them do that than be quiet. So if you want to do that, if that's going to rattle the pitcher, fine. But it's kind of like, that's kind of A&M's thing. You know what I mean? That's kind of their thing. So. Cody Gaskins says, I've never cared about baseball, and I can't express that enough. Now I'm watching baseball in college and MLB because of you. You've taught me so much about it, and I truly do like watching baseball now. Your impact is big, so I say thank you for what you do. Cody, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. You know what my mindset is, honestly, man? I'm always working on perfecting my craft and trying to get better, sharpen the toolbox, if you will. Each and every single – I treat it a lot like sports, man. I'm like, you're only as good as your last show, your last piece of content, your last podcast, everything. So I'm always trying to make the product better and evolve and get better and try to be cutting edge and everything. And, I always tell myself, I'm like, you know what, man? In life, it's not about what you say. It's how you say it, right? And so is my content the best? I don't know. I think it is personally. I feel like I'm the best. But the thing that's going to push me over the edge, I say this, bro, I'm going to have the most passion, the most excitement out of anybody. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Everything we do, the passion. I want you to be able to feel and hear the passion. Yeah, that's it. Is this opinion correct all the time? Is this insight or is this breakdown and analysis? Is it perfect? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. You know, that's out of my control how you feel about it. But it's going to be passionate. It's going to be in depth. It's going to be, you know, you can feel it bleeding out of me. You know what I mean? So and that's what I really try to do. And it's something that comes out organically, man, because I'm just a fan. I love it. And I especially love the game of baseball. So I appreciate you, Cody. I'm glad you can feel that. And, you know, like I said, I know baseball's not for everybody. I know baseball. Listen, I played it, guys. And there's still times where I'm like, oh, my God, like, Jesus Christ, can this game just be over? You know, can this game just be over? But no, seriously, man, Cody, I appreciate that, man. I love the game, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a blast to cover South Carolina baseball, and, you know, I love it. I truly love it, man. I love Carolina baseball. Can't wait to watch the rest of this season, the way it goes, and, yeah, excited for what's to come. Brandon freaking Morris. Shout out Brandon Morris. He says, go get a cigar. Gonna need it after we tie the series tonight. The super chat, my dude. Brandon, seriously, man, thank you. Means the world. Appreciate you. I got this for you, Brandon. Like I said, I got to download the freaking sound on my phone. But shout out Brandon Morris, the super chat. What's going on with him? Go get a cigar. Going to tie the series tonight. Going to whoop that Tennessee ass. Brett Carey's going to do Brett Carey things. It's going to be a beautiful thing. Hey, Brandon, going to have to get 2 cigars with that, by the way, because we're going to need one tonight and after we take the series one. That's when we're really going to need the stogie. Brandon. Again, thank you. Super chat, super stickers available. If you want to support the business, support the show, support the content on YouTube, you can do that. Brandon Morris. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. Jacob Rogers says your show rocks. Spurs up each day. 12. Hey, that's the thing. The Daily Crow, man, I hope I can make you guys' work day just a little bit more bearable, or just day in general. And I love the Daily Crow, man. This has been a blast. I mean, it's going to continue to be. Like I said, hey, it's only going to get better, too. Once we get to September, or not August, 2 hours, 12 to 2. That's going to be fun. It's going to get crazy during football season. I'm telling you, man. It's going to get wild. I mean, if you thought last football season was all over the place, it's going to get crazy this football season. So, no, seriously, man, I appreciate the love. I see all the comments. Elizabeth Ballard, Justin, I appreciate it, man. Travis Joel, we love it, Chris. What's good is you don't sugarcoat it. You let us vent. Yeah, I mean, we're all in this together, man. We're all in this together. Savannah, did y'all see the video of football coaches faced on the players? Yeah, that was funny. That was just real good family humor, great content. Yes. Brack, appreciate you, man. Cody Gaskins says, always look forward to the post-game reviews, 5 a.m. podcast drop in the Daily Crow. Thank you. Travi, I will throw what she's talking about in the chat here, the link to it. I'll throw it from Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Oh, come on. Boom. There it is. There we go. Joshua Jenkins. So gates only open an hour early for baseball. I thought they changed it too. That's my bad. If I told you the wrong info, that's my bad. I thought they said 2. I don't know. Maybe they said it was parking that opens 2 hours early. I don't know. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's go. I should be getting the package. Let's go. Guys, change of plans. I know I said I was going to let the flow go crazy tonight, but here's what's in the mail today. I don't think you guys would hate me for this. Here's what's in the mail that they say should be here by 8 p.m., so it better be here before that. It better freaking be here before that. Beamer Ball, black trucker hat, fire. But here's what's in the mail that I want to rock tonight. Black Yardcocks baseball tank top. And get this, white Rowdy Roosters hat. If I can get that in time for the game, bro, I am rocking the hell out of that tonight. No question. Absolutely no question. Abso-freaking-lutely, no question. If I can get that in time for the game, if not, it's fine. I'll rock the Rowdy Roosters t-shirt, let the flow go. But if I get that in time, I'm rocking that to the game tonight. No doubt. No doubt. Let's freaking go. God, it'd be so dope. Sean Wells, what's up? Let's just hope USPS is on their shit. It was out for delivery at 8:04 a.m. It ought to be here, damn it. Get here. Elizabeth Bauer says, I love the black Yardcock shirt. It looks so good. Elizabeth, funny story about that. So I stood behind home plate. You guys know where I post up during the games. I stood behind home plate. And I don't know if he's tuned into the Daily Crow right now. He said he said he listens to the podcast every single day. But I stand behind home plate and I look in front of me and there's a kid sitting down in his seat. Spurs Up Show logo on the back right here. And I'm like, well, I'll be damned. I was like, this is ironic. Kid turns around, he's rocking the Yardcocks baseball shirt, a black one. So really cool stuff, man. That type of stuff, man. I can't express to you guys enough. I mean, at one point that something like that was only a dream. It was only a dream. So I don't take it for granted. It was incredible. It was incredible, man. So absolutely incredible. And I appreciate you guys rocking with the merch, man. I try to make stuff that's cool and witty and unique and different and things that fans, maybe you can't buy at the bookstore, you know what I mean? And things that can be different. We can express ourselves, in a different way. You know what I mean? Support the Gamecocks still the same, but have unique, fun merch. So I really appreciate you guys, showing love and rocking with that, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So. Dirt Heckler might need to move back behind third base. Dirt, where are your seats? Where's your seat tonight? I know you're going to be in town. Where's your seat? I was standing behind. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're saying I need to move back behind third to change up the juju. You might be right. You might be right. Dirt says GA. You might be right, man. If I stand behind the plate and it goes south early, I'm going to have to move. We got to do something. We got to change something up. Joshua Jenkins score prediction tonight. I think South Carolina will win. I think Gamecocks will bounce back. I think Brett Carey will do Brett Carey things. I see 6-3 Carolina. I think 6-3. Yep, I think 6-3 Gamecocks will get the dub. Really good lefty on the night tonight for Tennessee. And he's your typical lefty. He's not going to blow it by you. He's 90-91, but he ain't going to blow it by you. But he's going to use his changeup. He's going to change up, breaking ball. He's a typical lefty. A typical backwards pitching lefty. So you got to make the adjustment. We'll see if we can do that. I think our guys can. I know they can. But, it'll be interesting to see. Justin Martin, Christy, you watch NBA basketball? I really don't, man. I'm not an NBA guy at all. Like, I literally have not watched a single NBA game all season. I don't. Dirt, leaving for Cole now. Just hopped in the car. Dirt! See when you get here, Dirt. Sounds good. I can't wait to see you, man. Good times. Good stuff. Steve Hester, we simply a Friday night starter away from Omaha. I believe it's as simple as that. And, Steve, I'm glad you asked this question, and I'm shocked it took this long to bring this up. Because I said this on Twitter this morning, was kind of just, venting my thoughts, I guess, on Twitter. But I'll tell you guys here, too. Okay? And this will be a good way to close out the Daily Crow today, close out the week. Hindsight is 20/20, right? And I totally understand why Mark Kingston and Skylar Meade, why they made the switch when they put Brandon Jordan in game one and moved Thomas Farr out of that slot. Totally understand it. Fan pressure, You want to switch something up to see if you can change up your game one fortunes. But a lot of it was fan pressure and Mark Kingston being able to look the media and look the fans in the face and say, hey, we tried something, right? Because you couldn't just keep losing every single game one. With that being said, what you saw last night is what I feared. And by the way, I want to preface, I'm a big fan of Brandon Jordan. I think he's a really good pitcher. I like all of our pitchers. But what happened last night is what I feared when you switch those guys. Because bottom line, game one in the SEC, Friday nights in the SEC, let's just call it that. You live and you die with your ace. You live and you die with it. Think back when South Carolina was winning national championships, 2010, 2011. Blake Cooper, Michael Roth. You have to have that guy. How many games do we win? 2-1, 1-0, 3-2? That's just kind of how those games go. Some nights, yes, you're going to have to score 8 or 9 runs to win. But most of the time, you're leaning on your guy getting you through 6 or 7, whether it be scoreless, going deep, whatever. And a good outing. Because their guy's going to have a good outing. It's the best of the best. You're facing guys that are potentially future major leaguers on Friday nights in the SEC. And so, again, hindsight's 2020. I like Brandon Jordan. But there is a certain type of stuff that these Friday night guys have, these game one guys have. The only guy on this entire pitching staff that has that type of stuff is Thomas Farr. And you can say Will Sanders too, but Will Sanders is a true freshman. You're not going to roll a true freshman out there on a Friday night in the SEC. That's not a spot you want to be in. Thomas Farr is the only guy that has that stuff. Even Brett Carey, guys, as much as I like Brett Carey, as good as Brett Carey has been. And when I say that type of stuff, here's what I mean. Thomas Farr, see, here's the thing. People have this twisted, because we were losing games, people have this twisted viewpoint of Thomas Farr and how he pitched. He didn't pitch that bad, guys. His off nights, he was giving up 3 earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. Was it great? Was he throwing a shutout? No. But Thomas Farr has good enough shit to be off, yet still keep you in a ball game. Brandon Jordan does not. Brett Carey even. Guys, Brett Carey, as much as I like Brett Carey, you're throwing 90, 91, maybe 92. If you're living middle of the plate, you are going to get hit. And especially in a game one, especially Friday nights in the SEC where winning is so paramount, it's so important. Runs are so hard to come by, and that opposing team is so locked into the plate like, hey, we just got to find a way to scratch across 3 or 4 and let our guy work. So the emphasis is even higher. It's even higher in a game one. Again, last night, what you saw is what I was worried about. Because even with as good as Brett Carey's been, I still feel like Thomas Farr is your game one guy. He is your horse. And how quickly we forgot about how good he was at Texas, at Vanderbilt, at Georgia. It's not like it's just been some terrible season for him, guys. Thomas Farr has, his record should be much better than it is. And I think they kind of let the overall record and losing games cloud that. Again, I am not trying to shit on Brandon Jordan. I like Brandon Jordan. I feel good we can win with all 3 of our guys. But again, what you saw last night's what I kind of feared. And I like Brett Carey, but there's only one guy on this roster, on this pitching staff that has ace level shit, and it's Thomas Farr. 95 to 97 with the fastball, a deadly breaking ball, good changeup. Will Sanders will be that guy next year. But you have to have that guy. You have to have that guy to be a legitimate Omaha club. You got to be where we want to be, you have to have that guy. And Thomas Farr is your best option for being a guy. Again, hindsight's 2020. We'll see how they handle it in the postseason. I'll be very intrigued to see how Mark Kingston, Skylar Meade, how they handle the pitching staff. And I like all of our guys. But I think that's just the fact you face in the SEC. You got to have that horse. You got to have that ace. And I think Thomas Farr is that guy. Again, I like Brandon Jordan. If they want to keep him in that role, I'll have no issues. We'll see how it happens. Guys, again, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. Appreciate you all tuning in. Should be a fun one tonight. Brett Carey toeing the rubber. You got to like your chances, man. Brett Carey's been incredible. He's been unreal. I feel really good about it. I'll be getting in the ballpark about 6:15 tonight, whatever. Might even be at the tailgate lots. If you guys are out there, let me know. If you're going to be at Founders Park, definitely say what's up. Would love to chat with some Gamecocks. Other than that, guys, again, thank you so much. Another great week for the podcast, the Daily Crow, the content, everything. And, of course, the content will continue to roll on all weekend long. But, guys, until we chat again, have a fantastic weekend. Go Cox, beat Tennessee. Great night to tie a series, and it'll be a great day to whip that ass and take 2 or 3 from UT tomorrow. Guys, again, thank you so much. Stay cool. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday.